It's the fourth quarter of the game, the third and final snow world of the game, the second to last world before the end of the game, and the last fake Bowser fight of the game. Welcome back to Super Mario Bros. This World 7 is where I start to think that the game legitimately starts becoming challenging. World 6 was kind of a pain in the ass, but it was mostly just, like, because of the failed recording, because I did it perfectly and started having screw-ups, like, while trying to record before getting the recording right, like, again, it made me realize that most of the difficulty of Super Mario Bros. Stems, aside from some BS enemy placement in some instances, the difficulty is more, hey, there's a 1-up here, but it's hidden behind, like, a piranha plant or an enemy. Do you want to risk losing your power-up or dying just trying to get this tiny collectible? And I'll be honest, that's not, like, the worst kind of idea for, like, obstacles, because the game doesn't necessarily need to be challenging, but at the same time, I still think, like, you know, just putting an enemy in a BS, like, location isn't, like, the most, like, satisfying or rewarding way to, like, beat an obstacle either. And, again, like, this game is a product of its time, don't get me wrong, like, back in the Genesis days, for example, games were made purposely hard so that you would constantly be renting them out from, like, Blockbuster, for example. Anyone remember Blockbuster? Or am I showing my age now? But, yeah, back in the day, games were purposely hard so that you would constantly rent them. So that you could keep an interest in them. Or they would finally get you to be like, this game's so hard, but I need to see to the end, rather than, like, just renting it flat out, they would get you to buy the game instead. World 7-2 is looking shockingly similar to World, like, 2-3 all of a sudden. Is it just me, or are they, like, just reusing the entirety of the layout and just adding more enemies now? Like, this can't be a coincidence, right? This is the same, like... This is just the same, like, layout as well as just enemies, right? I guess I'll just have future me, like, look at that. Because I don't really want to risk looking at a different screen right now because, the Let's Play curse. Because if I take my eye off the game for a split second, everything is gonna go to hell. I can just feel it. Because that's just how that's how the Let's Play curse works. You can be the best at any given video game. But the second you hit the recording button, any and all skill is just completely meaningless. Because you're just gonna die, or you're gonna have a failed recording like I did last time. And you know, it honestly sucks when you have a failed recording. Luckily, this isn't like a big game like Xenoblade Chronicles or Skyrim or Fallout, for example. If it was one of those games, I could essentially just cancel an entire LP and just kind of, like, hide under the bed sheets for like a month and a half. It's World 2 down. World 7-3, I think, is another rehashed level, and I wonder if they did this to, like, save space in the memory for everything, because it's like, oh, we can just reload parts of the old level and just have it, like, be labeled as a new level. Simple as that. Because this is, I think, the second instance where it looks like the same level, just with potentially English, with more enemies. And I don't know how I feel about them rehashing this stage. Because the hitboxes for the Cheep Cheeps are wonky, and I don't know how I got hit there. It's like, oh my god! Wow. Okay, I am surprised I managed to actually stay on the platform after jumping on that guy. But yeah, the hitboxes are wonky, they're constantly, like, impeding your jumps because of what just happened. And honestly, the stage looks really nice in, the All-Stars version. But that's neither here nor there. Because we have another returning gimmick, and I guess they just reused this gimmick for the rest of the stages, and I gotta think here, because I don't fully remember what to do here. I think I have to go up. I do. I think the next thing is to also go up here, then jump over here, drop down here, and I think go up here, and I think we should be at the boss fight? Yes, we are. Okay, cool. Also, something I noticed from last time, it is in fact Bowser that's been lagging the game because of just how many hammers on the screen at once. But it's still a fake Bowser, it's still easy to beat him, and we beat the game again. So next time on Super Mario Bros. Oh, didn't mean to do that. We are going to get started on the last world of the game, World 8, and finally beat Bowser in his own world. See you guys next time.